Hey, it's Doug, and this is TaskDial. I use this every day. Some people use the term vibe coding. I use the term folk software, and this is the best folk software that I've built so far. So over here, we've got the TaskDial, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. Now, it's getting towards the end of the day, so you can see some of the tasks that I've got left to do. These get nudged along as the time, as you can see what the time is there, moves along. These clouds just show that it's been a cloudy day, not in Balamory, but in Morpeth, the UK. I'll show you some of the settings in a moment. I had a meeting with Robert this morning. That's pulling in my calendar automatically. You can see the breakdown of what different tasks and things I've got to do today. And you can see all of these tasks, some of which I've ticked off and some of which I haven't. And I've sorted them all out by tag. I can have a Pomodoro timer, etc. And I can go to, different days. So a couple of things. First of all, if I go to settings just to explain this. So I can have different modes, light mode and dark mode. I can have different color schemes to make things look a bit prettier. I want to do that. And the energy curve, that's this thing here. Now I'm a morning person, which apparently means I'm a lion. Now people like my son, for example, are night owls. So he's more of a wolf, which means he has more energy in the evening. So he might schedule things to happen later in the day. But I'm going to leave it on there for the moment. I can show the weather or not. And I can show the weather in different places. So for example, somewhere that's very different to mine is Los Angeles in America. So you can see what it's like there. I'm going to go back to Morpeth, otherwise I'll get a bit confused. I can move the clock to the right hand side. I can have sound effects if I want. I can get it to flash when the time's up for a particular task. It suggests tags that you've used many times, so I can turn those on for ease of tagging really quickly and off. My schedule, I can say when I want the task to start and when I want them to finish. So for example, if I started it at 9, it would move that up there. I can say when my working days are, so not Saturday and Sunday, when the week starts, whether the tasks automatically get nudged around, order advance, whether I have automatic breaks, that puts in breaks every so often, and when they should be. I can put in recurring tasks. I can have a backlog. So down here, look, I've got a backlog of things to do, and I can move those to today. So let's say I wanted to, create a merch store for Tech Freedom. I've done that. I would go on to today. But back to the admin settings. I can have quick picks for when I want the duration of tasks to be. On my calendar, I'm pulling in the iCal feed for any calendar. I can have multiple calendars in here, and it'll pull in all of my events, like the meeting I had with Robert this morning. I can have a Pomodoro timer. I'm not currently using those. When I'm under lots of time pressure, I do. A Pomodoro timer just counts down from 25 and allows you to have focus. But I've made it so that you can actually sync it with the task that you've got. So you can have it so it lasted a bit longer if you wanted to, like 60 minutes, etc. What else have we got? And also you can have a look at the onboarding tour. You can sync it using a personal API key with something called TaskDial, which is like this, but for projects. You can export all of your data, import it, etc. So I'm really proud of TaskDial. It's revolutionized the way that I do my work, because previously I didn't just like a list of tasks. I wanted it kind of to be plotted onto my day. So why don't you give it a go, taskdial.app, and give me some feedback. And I already have been changing it based on user feedback. So let me know, see how you get on. Cheers for now.